Robert, this is a video from January 2019. Sorry about the quality. I had a hard time downloading it into the Huddle thing, so I had to take a video of from the monitor of my PC. But we'll fix that later. But the quality is pretty bad. But you can get an idea of what's going on here. The setup is pretty good. It's a little confusing on your stance. It looks like you're pointing out to the kind of the right there. Now, that might be your target. I'm not sure, but I would double check to make sure that your toe line is parallel to your target line to begin with. So um, I'll just play this thing through. This is quarter speed. On the surface, it looks like a quality swing. Very athletic, very strong move. But there's, just like your first video, there's some additional unneeded movements that is causing you inconsistency. So as you take the club back, you know, it's actually this blurry, but it's in a pretty good position now. The shaft is parallel to your toe line. The handle has come slightly inside. Everything looks pretty good through here, and then these yellow lines are the swing plane lines, and you want to keep your shaft parallel to these yellow lines throughout the swing, because to hit the ball you've got to get back to directly on plane. So anything outside of that that's not parallel to those yellow lines can cause some problems. It's a little cut off here. So as you come back, you break the plane here, so you're like 30 degrees off of the yellow. And going back is okay. It's like Faldo and Ledbetter's model swing 15 years ago. It's okay as long as you reroute it. And you get it up here, and you do a major job of rerouting it. See, it's very steep here, and then you reroute it. Bingo, you're right on plane. See how the shaft is pointed at the ball. So you're rerouting and it's getting on plane, but you have to work pretty hard to get there. And if you don't reroute it at all, you're going to hit it fat, stick a fork in behind the ball, or you're going to pull it left. And if you reroute it too much and drop it down further than that, underneath the swing plane line, you'll hit it right. So you'll have both sides of the fairway. You can't take out either side of the fairway. But so, assuming that you reroute it the same each time, that's not causing you any big trauma. What's causing you trauma is the head movement, and see it's kind of the cross of your ear. So, and this happened in your previous video too. So it's right on the spot there, and then as you come in, you go back. That looks like 3 or 4 inches. That's why you're getting it off the heel, and I'm sorry, off the toe. Um, that's exactly why you're getting it off the toe, and no great player has their head moving back at impact. With the head moving back, compounding this thing is that causes inconsistency too, because sometimes you move it back 5 inches and sometimes you move it back 2 inches, and the shots can go anywhere on the club face. Now, the butt against the back wall, the butt starts leaving the back wall in transition. See how it's coming away, and in reality, and now when the butt comes away, you lose your spine angle. So you got a really nice spine angle through here. It's a good spine angle. And then when you come back, as you go in impact, here's where the problem comes in. So your head moves back 3 inches, maybe 4 inches, and maybe up an inch, and your new spine angle is quite a bit different. And your butt comes away from the wall by it looks like 3 inches, 4 inches. So you know, in order for your butt to come away from the back wall, you're going to have to stand up out of it. Now, it's kind of compensating move. Your butt comes away from the back wall, so that puts your club head, beyond the ball at impact, and then you raise up, and so that brings it back about where it would be. But that's a lot of movement. The butt's going forward or belly to the ball, and your head is going back. So you got these things going like that, and it's hard to time them and all. If you remove those movements, you're going to be more consistent. I suggest that you look at on my website the videos of the models swing and see how their head stays still, their butt against the back wall, and it looks a lot better and is more consistent.